Hey guys, Mr. B XRP. Welcome back. Today is July 9th of 2020 and this is a rare second video in one day. I put out a video on SPVs earlier because I really wanted to get that information out to everyone, what I've been learning about them. This is the second time I'm going to do this video because I just had to read the riot act to one of my teenagers who wasn't very nice to her mom yesterday. So here I am and I am ready to go. I'm going to need to refresh this though because we're going to talk very quickly about the market. So been an exciting few days in the market. Market cap's up to 280 billion. It's just nice to see some movement. XRP is almost at 21 cents. It was at 21 cents a little while ago. Bitcoin is at 94.10, and I'm going to talk about some of the other stuff I'm invested in now just because, well, I guess it's important to me, right? So Cardano is a little over 12 cents, and VChain is at 0.018 cents, which I think it hit 2 cents yesterday. So I know a lot of people are excited about that. So market's moving in the right direction. It's not time to call it a bull run at all. We've seen these false starts before, guys. So let's act like we've been here before, and you know, we can have fun and enjoy it. And it's nice to see green, but let's not call it yet until it happens. I mean, when our faces start to melt, we'll know it's a bull run, and that's the way you know it. When you feel like you're all in on a bet in poker, then you know you're in a crypto bull run because that's the feeling you have. And I had that feeling for 27 days the last time XRP went from like 23 cents to $3.84, and I didn't take any profits. Frightening story. So if you haven't heard it, I'll tell it again someday. Okay, moving on. On Twitter, this was posted by Will Mead, and he is a former PM at Goldman Sachs. He had posted this: I made my first crypto purchase ever this week, XRP Ripple. I know very little about crypto, but I believe a rising tide lifts all boats. So if Bitcoin goes back to its all-time highs, then XRP should as well, and that would be a 15-bagger, 1,500%. Okay, well, Will, welcome to the party, and we're glad to have you, and I hope you're right, because we're hoping to be right as well. I'm going to play a short clip. I have been sitting in, and I said in my last video, I've been sitting in some of these investor calls with this company link to, and which is really neat. I'm getting to meet some interesting people. Last night, I actually got to chit-chat briefly before the meeting started with Miguel Vias, which was really cool. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But here's a question I asked. They had a bunch of different companies on a panel the other day. There was JP Thiriot from Uphold and Jamie Finn from Securitize. I think it's Finn or Ben. I think it's Finn from Securitize, and I should know that because I asked him a question, and I'm just having a brain warp right now. But anyway, there's a handful of people on the platform. I did ask Jamie a question about Securitize, and I'm going to let you guys hear my question and the answer, and I'm going to do it right now.
We're running a little over time here. Thank you all for your time today. It's been a fantastic session, I have to say.
Thank you, Matthew. That's very nice of you. Can everybody hear me okay? Excellent. What exciting times we're in, gentlemen. Jamie, actually, I wanted to ask you a question if I could. I'm a real estate broker, and I believe that tokenization is the future. I can clearly see that. How do you take tokenization to the public? Like, as a real estate broker that's passionate, as passionate as I am about cryptocurrency, it's still a tough thing to explain to a commercial building owner how they can tokenize that asset and how the process is done and all the benefits of doing that. How do you get tokenization to the public?
Well, that's something we spend almost every day on, kind of explaining it, making it easier for people to digest. And I think unfortunately, one of the things that has confused people quite a bit is this, and the earlier question kind of really brings it to light, is the difference between a security and a currency. And when people think of crypto, they naturally think of cryptocurrency. And crypto, to me, is really about kind of a public asset running on a public network. It's not necessarily a currency. It could easily be an asset. And so, you know, in our world, what we've done mainly in this space is to kind of hide as much of the crypto nomenclature and kind of things that prevent people from doing and using this stuff. So you kind of, instead of talking about wallets, which I think is actually a disservice, we talk about accounts. People understand what accounts are. Wallets to them are confusing. And so when it comes to securities, you hold your securities in accounts, you trade them from there, and that's where kind of everything gets built from. So I think it's as much about the vocabulary you use and communicating it, and the benefits that are kind of being shared, which is, oh, I want to do dividend distributions. Great. Here's an easy online way to do that. 3 clicks. Oh, I want to know, I want to share information with my investors. Great. Here's a simple portal where they can log into and see their assets. You can communicate with them. So focusing much more on the benefits as opposed to the plumbing underneath is really what we find resonates with people. So show me how you can save me money or make it faster. I'm interested. Tell me how the toilet works and the plumbing is connected. I don't care. Like, just get that shit out of here, literally. And we get confused in that way in the crypto world insofar as we try to prove that our technology is better. My experience with real estate doesn't care about technology at all. They want to not pay as many fees. They want to get their money quicker. They want to handle collections. All that stuff should make it easier for me. That's all I care about. So that's where I would focus.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. Securitize, they're in the business of tokenizing assets, and they are a spring-funded company. So that's why I want to share that with you guys. Something that I'm definitely interested in learning more about in the future is tokenization. But this is something that I saw posted by Charles Hodgkinson, and he posted this on July 6th. It's a video about how Cardano can win the DeFi race. And as you guys know, I invested in some Cardano recently, and I've been enjoying watching it go up in price. This gentleman made this beautiful video, and it's really, really nice. You guys should go and watch it, about Cardano. But the truth is, at the end of the video, I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Like they talk about DeFi, but they don't talk about specific examples. And so I don't know. I'd like to learn more about it. I would love to see a really, really good interview with Charles Hodgkinson, with someone that can get some really good, clear answers out of him on what he's building and what he sees it going to do in the future. I think that would be fantastic. Okay, so back on to Ripple centric stuff here. All right, so last night I sat in an investor call, and I mentioned it in my last video, and if you haven't seen it, I'm just going to say it here again. Link2 is a company that does SPV investments. They're pre-IPO investments of companies like Ripple and Coinbase and Robinhood and Uphold. But what's nice is they bring really some high-powered people onto the platform to talk about projects and the industry and space and all this cool stuff. Well, last night, last minute, they got Miguel Vias to show up, and which was really, really cool. The audio and the video that we got from it is horrific. So I'm going to use the Digital Asset Investors short clips here that he posted on Twitter, because the full audio is just bad and you guys won't be happy with it. And I apologize for my audio on that last video. We just can't control the audio on these things, so there's nothing we can do. But before this particular platform started, I got an opportunity to introduce myself to Miguel and asked him. I said, is it true that you're the guy that coined the phrase #0doubt? And he said absolutely. And then he also wanted to be sure that he got credit for XRP, the standard. So for anyone that didn't know, Miguel also is responsible for the standard, and I didn't know that. But he said some really great things. I'm going to play these clips for you right now so you can hear them. And here we go. Oh, by the way, there's two gentlemen that you're going to see. This gentleman here, and I don't have his name available. He is an XRP community member who recently invested in Ripple SPVs, and he was invited on the platform too and got to ask a question of Miguel, which I thought was fantastic.
Progress. Yeah, I just wanted to know why you saw a need to move on. Did you complete everything you did at Ripple and felt as though you'd done your job and had to have another crack at something?
Yeah, look, I think I really, really enjoyed probably those first 18 months. Right? And if I'm being honest, the more structured 1 to 100 wasn't quite as enjoyable. So I think that was one factor. It did become a little bit wash, rinse, repeat in terms of right, we'd set the playbook up, and now we have to execute on that playbook. That was probably one. I think the other thing is, we had staff when we brought in Brienne I made myself somewhat redundant with respect to some other markets pieces that left, again, the XRapid part, which was maturing. So I think that made me think, well, life is short. I have a lot of things going on in my personal life, certainly, and the company may be just fine without me at this point. And I think, we all have big egos and we all think we're completely irreplaceable, but the truth of the matter is, sometimes, you have to let the kids go. Right? And not that Ripple was my baby, that's not what I'm saying. But yeah, just the timing was right. And I'm incredibly proud of the work that company has done and does. I think it is some of the best amalgam of talent I have ever seen. I think Brad built an incredible company.
Apologies for the video, guys. It's just really, really bad. But Miguel had a bad mic, is what it was. This gentleman also, another XRP investor,
$1 million.
and also recently bought in on the Ripple SPV. So listen, he asked the question as well.
Question is, what do you think the upside of XRP is in the short, medium, and long term, and what do you think will? What estimate would you have on the price on the IPO of Ripple?
Yeah, I mean,
Be specific.
yeah. No. Just because I'm not with Ripple doesn't mean I can say a bunch of stuff. I've signed many documents.
We won't tell anyone what you said.
No, of course not. Look, what I would say is, I will say this: I am incredibly bullish crypto broadly, and then within crypto, I think you would have to be foolish not to recognize all of the progress that Ripple has made.
The $1 million question is, what do you think the upside?
So yeah, it's just I wish his mic didn't keep going out. But he said I think you would have to be foolish not recognizing the potential of XRP. One of the things I got out of Miguel, and he wasn't on very long, guys. These clips are really everything that I'm showing you. One of the things I got out of him was he's not bitter. It sounds like he's not bitter about not being at Ripple anymore. But he still sounds bullish. Like I almost get the sense like that maybe he wishes he still was there, but I don't know what happened there. It's none of my business. But he's still very bullish, very respectful. Obviously he's a huge fan of Brad Garlinghouse, which is fantastic to see. I know we have not seen the last of Miguel. That is for sure. Here's another clip as well.
It certainly is better.
Yeah. So when you left Ripple, were you satisfied at the adoption that you were seeing for both the XRapid product as well as for XRP?
When I left, if I compare where we were when I started to when I left, I could be nothing but satisfied. Want more? Sure, you can always want more, right? But it's XRP and XRapid were the first real world institutional uses of digital currencies and distributed ledger technology. If you're not satisfied by that, you're ungrateful.
Okay, so
when you left,
as I'm making this video, I'm getting like texts from so many people. Apparently, there's some breaking news out there that there is some suspicion that Coinbase is getting ready to IPO, and there must be some news out there. So keep your eyes open today. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just speculation, I think, but I do see some reports out there, and it is IPO season, so maybe they are. Who knows? All right, this is the last video. Let's see if we can hear this one.
Respect to XRP, its attributes in terms of speed and cost really make it perfect for that. In terms of challenges, the biggest hump, I think, for XRapid was getting some of these companies to believe that it was possible to offer a better experience than what they were getting at the time. In this very bleeding edge technology. No one had ever done it before. So it was us promising them that it was possible and that it was something that was going to be better than what they did today, but we didn't have any proof points yet. So it took a long time to get folks kind of bought into the idea that, yeah, it could be better. And I think it's proving out now that aspects, it certainly is better.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope we can see a full-length interview or conversation with Miguel in the future. That would be outstanding. Kind of get some more out of him, but it's nice to just hear him finally talking, because we've all wondered, what he's doing and what he's up to and all that good stuff. Okay, last thing. David Schwartz has he's just always got the neatest things to say, and he posted this. Somebody had said that he speaks in riddles, and his answer was, "I don't speak in riddles," and he capitalizes D and O. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was funny. It's classic David Schwartz, and it's always good to see. He's got a great sense of humor. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching today. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I am not a peanut farmer, and I am not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, you could be part of the group that helps me get to 15,000 subscribers. So please subscribe today. Only like 50% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. So please give me a sub. They're free today, by the way. I prepaid for everyone. So hit the subscribe button now. Have a great day. Thank you.